The Siege of Tsingtao in China. Introduction. The Siege of Tsingtao, also known as the Battle of Tsingtao, was a significant conflict during World War I. Location: Tsingtao, now Qingdao, is a city in eastern China, which was held by German forces at the outbreak of World War I. Allied forces, Japanese, British, and Indian troops, alongside French forces, conducted the siege. Motivation: the primary objective of the Allies was to eliminate German naval presence in the Far East. German stronghold: Tsingtao was a heavily fortified port, with a strong garrison and naval presence. Naval blockade: the Allies established a naval blockade to isolate Tsingtao from the sea. Artillery barrage: a prolonged artillery barrage weakened the fortifications, including the fortress at Kiaochou Bay. Trench warfare: the siege saw the use of trench warfare tactics, a precursor to what would become common in World War I's Western Front. Land assault: Japanese forces led a ground assault, launching infantry attacks against German positions. Indian and British troops: British and Indian troops played crucial roles, advancing under heavy enemy fire. Surrender: after weeks of bombardment and fighting, the German garrison, outnumbered and running out of supplies, surrendered on November 7, 1914. Japanese role: the Japanese contribution was significant, and they occupied Tsingtao after the German surrender. Consequences for Germany: the loss of Tsingtao was a blow to Germany's imperial ambitions in Asia and the Pacific. Territorial changes: the Treaty of Versailles in 1919 officially transferred Tsingtao to Japanese control. Cultural exchange: the occupation of Tsingtao by Japanese forces led to a cultural exchange between Japan and China. Historical significance: the Siege of Tsingtao marked the first engagement of Japan in World War I and had lasting effects on the region. Naval warfare: the battle emphasized the importance of naval power and blockades in World War I. Forgotten conflict: despite its significance, the Siege of Tsingtao is often overshadowed by the larger battles of World War I. Cultural heritage: Qingdao, now a major Chinese city, still bears traces of its German colonial past. Conclusion: the Siege of Tsingtao was a pivotal event in World War I, altering the course of history in East Asia and marking Japan's rise as a major global power.